One of the trending topics on Twitter, well, the top one right now, just cut the screen up if we can, is England. It was World Cup, look, down the old usual Follow Friday list down the side here, but you can see that actually England has gone right to the top of the list. Some of that comments on the left, I will have to, well, I'll have to editorialise because some of them are a little bit blue. But never mind about the England group then, gents. What do we think about the other groups and how the other teams have fared?
Well, the obvious sort of standout group is Brazil, Portugal, Ivory Coast and North Korea. That's the sort of traditional group of death, and that could see a real upset. Obviously Brazil have a test straight away.
Yes.
They're one of the favourites, so it's going to be sort of a tough test for them. I think Portugal could struggle there. I think the Ivory Coast might well nip in there. They had a tough group in the last World Cup, so it's a shame for them. But that's going to be the group the world's eyes are on, I would say.
And the death, because surprises can happen, can't they, in a competition like this?
Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the one when the draw was being made, when Brazil were drawn in with the Ivory Coast, that was the real mouth-watering one for me of the first round. I thought that's a real test, because I think Ivory Coast are probably the best of the African nations. Maybe Ghana might not agree with me there, but to pit their wits against Brazil is that's what the World Cup's all about. Matches like that.
Let's just have a look at some of the other groups, shall we, and just consider what's been going on and how it's all worked out. It was the most inordinately complicated ceremony. They managed to conspire, partly because they had to choose the venues as well, didn't they?
Right,
so I mean, it was all a load of random things thrown up in the air. But look, there's the complete draw. I just happened to have chosen the Telegraph page they put together on all this right now. Any other groups you would highlight there?
I think Group D is a tough one. Germany, Australia, Serbia, and Ghana. I think, you know, presuming England get through the group, you know, I'm going to put the kiss of death on it too early, but they will play a team from that group. You know,
could well be Australia, which would be a mouth-watering game. If there's any team in the world that want to beat England at anything, then obviously we know it's Australia. So that could be a great game if that happens.
Yeah. Now remind me, is there a way we can meet Germany?
There is indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. If we win our group and Germany finish second in theirs, or vice versa,
that would be the first of the next stage games,
wouldn't it? Yeah, first knockout.
The first of the knockout stages could be an England-Germany fixture.
Yeah,
you actually want to leave it to a bit later.
Well, I just hope we practice penalties. You know,
we haven't.
And worried about the altitude as well.
That's right.
It has to be. I suppose, in all partisanship aside, actually not all partisanship aside, but England actually stand a pretty good chance, don't they, next summer?
Well, I wouldn't want to write them off just yet, but I think there's a lot of tough teams that, you know, I don't think we could beat Brazil personally. I think Spain have taught us a lesson recently, but I think if we raise our game, I think we have a chance of having a good tournament. But I don't want to be too pessimistic while we're riding this wave of optimism. But I think we'll struggle to win it. Let's say.
What do you think?
I think we've got a chance of doing well. I mean, you usually get to the quarter-final stage. I think we've got a real chance of going beyond that, because something that really is in our favour is the weather. See, previous tournaments, it's always been very hot, and our players are just not used to it. But actually, it's going to be pretty cold, especially in the evening. You
see, doing out the excuses already, because they'll be saying, "Oh, it's raining a bit," like it never rains here. Right? Okay. Plenty more to talk about and consider as the build-up continues. For the moment, gents, thank you very much indeed. Now.